Town Detroit, and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. To get us started. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
That one out wide to Gibbs. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
What's that?
Here's Goff. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
4th down.
What's that?
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he'll take it on in. Rock right. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the play fake, Jackson moving outside the pocket, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. Covers very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be third down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He'll try to run for it, and this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of the field, but they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see, guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. action now. Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 12. First down.
The first carry for King Henry. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Taking off. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Out to his right. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First and 10. Goff to throw. Forced to his right. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Detroit Lions first down.
Value
First
three.
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Goff. Forced out wide. That is brought in at the 10. And they're getting down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score Lions 17, Ravens 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. That gains an even 60 yards.
First down.
Report.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
32-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Defender drapes all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 10.
This time they stay on the ground. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
39-yard line.
So, on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on the move. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Third down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. A gain of 11 on that block. First down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 11.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs. Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man is Hopkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, Jackson exiting the pocket right. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And will bring this to about the 34-yard line. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
second down and 8.
Here we go. Tonight.
Goff in the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Mike Reed in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
Super 66.
From the gun, it's Goff. Rolling right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Now Goff. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. On the run to the right. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, really 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson rolling to the left. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He runs with it. And he is out of bounds at the 45. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
It's a gain of 23.
He'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
The
7.
shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far into the completion. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time.
On the coverage.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of
In
12.
motion goes Likely.
1st down, Ravens.
Play action now. Jackson. Now he'll run it. And he's going to give himself up, but not before it hits picks up the first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 29.
That's good.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings us 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Montgomery. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best foot.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Moving to his right. He keeps it himself. Taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback They get the timeout called. They got one big play. Can they do it again? Don't go anywhere. Here's first down. One last shot now for Jackson. Escaping to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.